2024 has turned out to be the year of the adorable and affordable electric car. And today I'm here in Paris to see yet another one, a car that has been getting us all very, very excited at Electrifying HQ. C'est bonjour to the Renault Twingo. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything we know about it, which to be honest is very, very little. So I'm mainly going to be talking about how blooming cute it is. I don't know whether I want to drive it or hug it. I think I might have to take it home with me. Let's begin with a history lesson. So, the Renault Twingo was first launched back in 1993, and it was designed to replace the much-loved Renault 4, which incidentally is making a comeback. So if you aren't already, do subscribe to the channel for all the news on that one. Right, the Twingo. Renault wanted to come up with a quirky, practical solution for city driving. And in case you're wondering, because I'm sure you've spent many years thinking about this, the name Twingo came about by combining the names of three dances: the twist, the swing and the tango. And no, I'm not demonstrating any of them. Over the years, the Twingo evolved through different generations. There was the one that was basically a Smart ForFour and an electric version that was sold in Europe. But this isn't that electric version. Oh no. This one, as you can see, is much, much nicer. I absolutely love that the Twingo isn't just a rehash of the old model. It's obviously a completely new design in this incredible bright green with these little illuminated lights here. I think it looks a bit like an automotive tree frog, and I say that as a big compliment because I adore tree frogs. Now, as you'd expect from a car that bears the Twingo name, Renault is aiming at the affordable end of the EV market, which is now awash with options. So it's got to look as good as this to stand out. Now, the Twingo's being developed by Renault's electric sub-brand Ampere and is being developed here in Europe. Although, and this is the clever bit, to keep costs down and also to build it as quickly as possible, it's being built in partnership with a Chinese engineering company. So they basically work on all the stuff underneath that you can't see. You know, the platform, the battery, the motors. And then the team in France are working on all the bit that you can see. All the really beautiful design. It's a really clever way of working, and I'm not aware actually of it having been done on a car before quite as specifically as this, although you now will undoubtedly prove me wrong and tell me the names of loads of cars that have been built like that in the comments below. The Twingo's always had a really fun, playful look, and that hasn't changed at all with this. Compact size, perfect for Parisian city streets, fixed glass roof on the top, and of course there are loads of tributes to the original Twingo, like these floating LED rings that are inspired by the first generation car. And I think it's touches like that that give it that friendly little frog-like face. I absolutely love this Renault badge, which is a little screen that shows you loads of different things. Obviously that's not going to make it onto the production version, but I do think it's quite cute. I love the round door handles. They're straight from the early 90s version and they've got that illuminated light around them and a lovely modern twist. And these three, they're not there to let air into the motor because it's an electric city car and you don't need them. They're just there as a tribute to the original, and I'm pretty sure that they're there to show how much battery you've got left. I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure I've seen them in some images with little numbers in. And given that that's a quirk they've got on the Renault 5, it wouldn't surprise me if we see something like that on the production version of this. Right, come on, run to the back. So look at these protruding tail lights. They're so nice. And I love the Twingo lettering on the tailgate. Annoyingly, can't show you anything inside because none of the doors open. There isn't an interior. This is a design version. But if it's anything like the interior on the Renault 5, it's going to be very, very nice. What do I think about how it looks? Well, Vicky and I, one of the Electrifying gang, were talking about this, and we've decided that we think the Twingo looks like the love child of the Fiat 500 and the Ford Ka. So come on, what do you think? Is it cute enough to rack up more likes on Insta than the Insta? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Now, as undeniably cute as the Twingo is, that is not, in my opinion, its best bit. Because in my opinion, the best bit is the price. So we're expecting it to start at under £17,000 in the UK. Renault is saying it could be as low as £90 a month on a finance plan. I mean, that puts it in the same range as cars like the Leapmotor's TO3 or the Dacia Spring. Other cars like the Insta, the forthcoming VW ID2 or the Citroën EC3 are all quite a bit more. We've seen all of those cars and we've driven all the ones we can currently drive, and I think this and the Insta win hands down when it comes to design. Of course, the Insta is over £6,000 more than this will be. I think if Renault can get the pricing right on this car, it's going to be something that we will see on city streets everywhere. So what else do we know at this stage? Well, Renault is saying that the car is about 90% production ready, which is exciting because it means it's going to look pretty much like this. It's going to be designed and built in just 2 years, which is super fast for a European car. When it comes to the battery and range, the Twingo E-Tech is designed with a city car, so its range has shorter trips in mind, and Renault is targeting about 170 miles on a full charge, reasonable for urban use. One interesting thing though is Renault's focus on efficiency. They're aiming for 6.2 miles per kilowatt hours, which would put it right at the higher end of efficiency in its class. Part of this will be down to better thermal management of the battery and improvements to the aero, whilst it will also be lightweight. But it looks like Renault will come up with some new technology for them in the form of an LFP battery. Now, LFP is great in a car like this because it's lightweight, it's affordable, and it can withstand more rapid charging, which extends the battery's lifespan. When it comes to performance, the Twingo isn't aimed to be fast or sporty. Of course it's not. It's designed for city driving. And let's face it, efficiency is more important than speed around town, and efficiency it will have. Twingos of old weren't exactly known for their acceleration and poke anyway, were they? Unless you count the GT version, which was very nice. No, the Twingo was a car that did not love a hill. And given that this new car is electric, I do hold out high hopes that this baby of Renault's family will be nippy and darty, a fun little thing. A car that won't leave you in a cold sweat every time you enter a motorway slip road as the old one used to do. But we are going to have to wait to find that out because it doesn't go on sale until 2026. And there is a really horrible rumour that it's not coming to the UK. A rumour that I am completely ignoring for now because it's going to make me absolutely devastated if that turns out to be true. And that, Electrifiers, is everything we know to date about the all-new Renault Twingo E-Tech. Obviously, I love it. It's French and it's cute, so what's not to love? I'm keeping everything crossed that it comes to the UK and also that Renault can get the pricing right on it because it will be very exciting if they do. But in the meantime, if you aren't already, do subscribe to the channel and switch your notifications on so you know when we get a first drive, fingers crossed, of this, but also so you know about all the other cars that are heading our way from Renault, because there's quite a lot of them over the next few weeks. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.